Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm going to be officially updating you on some more latest news. The theory of this now is about Alexis Sanchez. He has now officially arrived back in London with his current lawyer, who was accompanied by him. His lawyer, this has been posted on an Instagram, an Instagram photo of him officially completing his arrival back to London. The player has just arrived back to London. I think he's just come back. He also, during that flight, he had stopped over at Paris as well. For some reason, he stopped over at Paris. But this has been confirmed that Sanchez has now arrived back in London to be training with Arsenal. Because due on Sunday, he missed out because he claimed that he was absent and that he was sick. So Sanchez did miss out. But more discussions are going to go on. I think Sanchez is going to be holding a current meeting with Arsene Wenger about what's going to currently be happening. He's going to be holding a meeting about what's currently be happening with his future. Arsene Wenger's still standing firm in this situation. He's come out with some bizarre comments. He said players that are coming to the halt of their contract is very, very ideal. This is what Arsene Wenger said. And he's also still basically confident that Sanchez will stay. He's basically said now, according to him, he said on several occasions that Sanchez will not leave the club. He's still standing firm, like he has been for the last week, since it has been speculating about Sanchez leaving the club. He's been speculating basically that Sanchez is ruthless, standing firm on this situation. He's rebuffed everything that's been said. He has no faith in the media. He has no faith whatsoever in what's being said about Sanchez. And when Sanchez quoted out that he wants Champions League football, that's what he wants. And this is the first time they haven't had Champions League football in 2 decades, Arsenal. But yeah, he did stop over at Paris, did Sanchez. Sanchez claimed he was sick before as well, and he gained quite a lot of attention from these Arsenal supporters, did Alexis Sanchez, that he's still adamant that he is going to leave. Whether he'll be participating in the Community Shield or in the Leicester game, I do not know. We know the 2 teams that are interested in Sanchez is Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. Manchester City could be still emerge as the front runners to get the player on the current board. Also, Paris Saint-Germain have made enquiries, but I don't think now they're likely to get him. He's demanding a £400,000 a week contract. City were in discussions of maybe capturing him for £50 million and offering him a £320,000 a week contract, including the add-ons as well, which would be nearly touching £400,000 a week. City have already spent over £200 million in this current transfer window. And yeah, more things are going to be discussed with Sanchez and Wenger, what's going to be happening with his future. He did say after the Confederations Cup his future decided, but he can't really say. But this is Arsene Wenger's theory. He's still standing firm, and he's still confident that Sanchez will stay at the club. 31 goals last season. One of the most their prolific goal scorers. You know, he's strong, he's quick, he's agile, he's good at breaking up the play, he's good at driving forward, he's creative, very, very precise on the ball. Also is Alexis Sanchez. And they wouldn't want to lose an important player. They wouldn't want to lose an important player, would Arsenal. They wouldn't definitely want to lose an important player. But I think more things are going to be discussed when he holds this meeting with Arsene Wenger. Because a lot of players at Arsenal are coming to a halt of their contracts. Chamberlain, I think, Ozil as well, and Sanchez as well. So Arsene Wenger said this is ideal to keep these players. But we saw the other week when the Paris Saint-Germain director and Sanchez's agent were discussing a potential move to Paris Saint-Germain. They're willing to pay over £35 million for the player. But PSG now are basically on the verge of capturing the signing of Neymar. So yeah, he's arrived. He's arrived in London. He's been confirmed by the current. His lawyer's been confirmed that he's arrived in London back for training. That may stir up some suggestions. Maybe if he's changing his mind, if he's going to stay at the club. But his future will be announced when another meeting is held between Wenger and Alexis Sanchez. I think he's still keen, from his perspectives, on. He's still keen on. Reuniting with Pep Guardiola after they bonded fantastically well at Barcelona. He's only won with Arsenal 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons. For a player of that calibre, he doesn't think that's enough. But City have still got their strong interest in Alexis Sanchez. Wouldn't they even be facing FFP? You know, considering the amount of money they've already spent, and if there was to get Sanchez in there as well, that'd be including the agent fees and the wage as well for the player. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens about that. Also, Chelsea have now, with the case about what's going on about Renato Sanchez, Carlo Ancelotti's now stood firm, and basically Carlo Ancelotti has rebuffed the situation, because he basically said he would will to offload the player, and he was adamant, Renato Sanchez, that he did want to leave Bayern Munich, that he's not currently getting the minutes, he's not getting the time under his belt after only 17 appearances last season, no goals, no assists. He's come from Benfica, but his glowing reputation in the Euros was absolutely fantastic, with his absolute sublime performances. But he's at a big, massive club such as Bayern Munich with a fantastic history, and he wants more game time under his belts. He's versatile, he can play on wide roles, he's good at drawing forward, he's quick, he's tenacious. Young age talent, got good experience, but he has now. We know Manchester United have been in there. We're not going to get him now. AC Milan have been in discussions about capturing Renato Sanchez, but I think that is his preferred destination is AC Milan, but I don't think that may happen. That may come to a conclusion, because I don't think AC Milan are willing to meet that demand that they've set out. Chelsea have also made inquiries. Conte had inquiries with Ancelotti about a potential loan deal to loan the player out. Also now Liverpool have also showed their interest in the player, but now Carlo Ancelotti has confirmed, was it on a press conference, that they are willing to sanction a player at least till the end of the transfer window. This is what's basically being said out by Ancelotti. But he's still able to leave the club maybe after the transfer. He said he's staying till the end the end of the transfer window. This is what Ancelotti has quoted out. But Chelsea have made inquiries. Liverpool are now in there. We've been in there for Sanchez. AC Milan have been in there, but he may end up staying at Bayern Munich. But he's been guaranteed he's not going to get the minutes under his belt with the irregular starts that he's had. He isn't going to get them minutes under his belt. But there again, if he goes to Chelsea, you know, now obviously they've offloaded Matic, but if you've got Kante and Bakayoko there, he's still not going to be guaranteed first team football every game, is Sanchez. But Chelsea it's being cleared out now that Chelsea are not, the cold water and the speculation's gone, so it looks like Chelsea are not going to get Sanchez. It looks like also it's being disregarded, they're not going to get Alex Sandro, Conte's main priority target this summer. Chelsea have spent over £100 million so far, so they're looking for an alternative replacement now for Nemanja Matic. Alex Sandro, Chelsea were basically willing to pay the world record fee for the defender, like City did with Kyle Walker, like City did with Benjamin Mendy. They were willing to pay £61 million the Juventus, but Juventus are resisted and they are reluctant to sell the current player. He's probably generated as one of the best right backs in world football, but for the entirety of the transfer window, Chelsea have showed a strong interest in the current player. He's in the same calibre and league as probably Dani Alves, who's now at PSG, Bonucci as well, who's probably a highly rated centre-back, one of the most generated centre-backs in world football also. Chelsea have also looked into Bonucci as well. They've obviously got Rodiger. Chelsea have looked into Bonucci, but in the case with Alex Sandro, they're reluctant to sell the player. Juventus have raised funds for these players that have departed, but they have lost two of their key players of Juventus and are not reluctant to sell anymore. They've lost Bonucci, they've lost Dani Alves to PSG, so it's being cleared out now. Chelsea are looking for the right back. They're going to miss out on Alexandro. They're going to miss out on Sanchez. So now they've looked more further down in the region. Apparently now they've looked into Danny Drinkwater, and they've also looked into the region of Oxlade Chamberlain as well. Chelsea have looked into Danny Drinkwater from Leicester City. Leicester are standing firm now. I think they resisted. I don't think they're going to sanction Danny Drinkwater off. They're not going to sanction Danny Drinkwater off. They're not going to sanction Danny Drinkwater off. Danny Drinkwater is a player that's been at Manchester United before. He's been at Cardiff before. He's been at Huddersfield before. I think he's been at Barnsley before as well. And Chelsea have showed an interest in the current player. He's a player that was absolutely he had a part to play in the middle of the park on Leicester's success to the league. He also played alongside Kante in their success to the league. He also, with his performances, got his name in the current England squad as well, did Danny Drinkwater. He's also won the goal of the season before. He's also won Player of the Year and Player of the Month and that before, so he has won honours, but he's very quick, he's very dynamic, he's good at driving forward, and he would basically improve Chelsea's midfield, would this Danny Drinkwater, but Chelsea have showed an interest in the current player, but he's just recently signed a 4-year deal with Leicester, and from Craig Shakespeare's point of view, he's an important figure for Leicester City. Kante's done well though. He did well alongside Danny Drinkwater in their success. Chelsea bought him for £30 million last season and had an absolutely bar-storming campaign with Chelsea last season, winning the league title with them. But Matic played in that instrumental role last season with Kante in the middle of the park. But could them two possibly reunite together in the team, Danny Drinkwater and Kante, as a partnership in Chelsea's midfield? But Chelsea have showed an interest, but I think Leicester are not willing to currently sell the player with his outstanding performances. Got his name in the current England team as well. And Kante has also won honours himself as well, the Frenchman. Chelsea have also showed an interest in Oxlade Chamberlain from Arsenal, who's coming to a current end of his contract. I think he's coming to the end of his contract. Chelsea have showed an interest. They're basically willing to plot a 25 million bidding. They might start negotiating over the deal for the current player. I think he can play as a central midfielder. He can play as a winger as well. Can this Oxlade Chamberlain? He's a fantastic player. He's versatile. He's quick. He's strong. He's got fantastic genuine pace. And he's probably an important figure to Arsenal and all their supporters. They would not like to see Chamberlain go. He's probably another important player. I think only last season, though, the player did only make 16 appearances because due to his current injuries and that. But he's very, very versatile, and his flexibility basically would impress Conte. So Chelsea are looking to spend bucket loads of money in this transfer window. You know, they've had interest in Sanchez, they've had interest in Danny Drinkwater now, they've got interest in Chamberlain. You know, so we'll see. But I don't know. I think Arsenal may be resisted or reluctant to sell the current player. Chelsea have got plans maybe to play this player as a converted right back at Chelsea. We've also had Liverpool interested in Oxlade Chamberlain as well. But Chelsea have showed their interest in they're planning to plot maybe £25 million because you will get him for the reasonable fee now. Chelsea. So it's on Chelsea's main priority list targets is Danny Drinkwater, even Sanchez still, and now Oxlade Chamberlain is on their priority targets. Alexandro has been one of their main priority targets, but it looks like they're going to fail in the pursuit of getting him on the board. Chelsea have got now, they're doing well now in this transfer window. One point they looked like they was in turmoil, but now they've got it up and going. They've got Bakayoko in the midfield, who's going to play a fantastic part. You know, with Kante there, and if they did add Danny Drinkwater in the mix, or even Renato Sanchez, that doesn't look likely, then they're going to be one of the favourites to win the league this season. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anything else to update you guys on? With the Neymar case, as I keep saying with the Neymar case, yes, I think he hasn't had his medical yet, Neymar. He's due to have his medical. I think he's going to meet Qatar, and he's off to meet up with the PSG owners, but the PSG president has given some feedback, basically saying the negotiations are going well with the player. This is they're activating this release clause, which is 220 million euros, but they can't possibly activate it if they're going to comply for financial fair play. But I think they'll oversee this. They don't basically have to. They won't break the financial fair play rules, because I think they raised some funds because a few players look like they're going from PSG, such as Herrera, the right back for PSG, such as Matuidi and possibly Di Maria as well. So PSG are going to raise funds for that. So I don't think there'll be in any financial trouble over this deal. I think the salary is about. Is it about 30 million a year also for the player? I don't think the full-on structure has been fully announced for Neymar yet. Wait there, guys. But yeah, staggering amounts of money. This is going to smash the deals of Bale. It's going to smash the deals of Paul Pogba last summer. And it's going to smash all the other deals as well for Neymar. This could add up to 300 and something million pound. With the agent fees, with the wage as well. Plus, I think he's received his loyalty bonus as Neymar. Plus, his dad's going to get a staggering amount of money from Barcelona and PSG for this. Because he did sign a 5-year deal back in October, did Neymar. But it has been confirmed. Barcelona were confident he would stay at the club. Barcelona were very, very confident he would stay, but the club president was confident he would stay because he has a strong relation with Messi and Suarez. And he's been in form in these pre-season games. Probably one of the most efficient, best footballers on the planet. Not quite in Messi's league, but still possibly in the top 3, between the top 3 and top 5. That is a staggering amounts of money. And we know the PSG owners have been in advanced talks with Barcelona. The chairman's been trying to get the deal finalised now for the last week. He's currently been in China, so whether he's going to Qatar to complete his medical and meet up with the PSG owners, I do not know. Or maybe just heading straight to Paris, I do not really know. But we know Ronaldo's had to say he's persuading him not to leave. We know Cavani's had to say. We know Gerard Piqué's had to say on the situation. And he also was training, and he got into a fight with training. So that just stirred up suggestions there. He didn't want to be with the club anymore, did Neymar. But now it looks like this deal is going to go through. I think this is on a 5-year contract as well. So I think it's going to be paid in instalments for the contract. Absolutely astronomical business from PSG, and he's told his friends that he wants to leave, but it'd be beneficial for him, because he's going to be the highest paid player in world football is Neymar, so would be very, very beneficial for him in that set. He's creative, he's good at breaking up the play, he scores bag full of goals when he's on his game, does Neymar, but PSG cannot basically go for Sanchez also, then basically they would probably face financial fair play regulations. But I think PSG have culled their interest. Don't think that will happen now anywhere. So we'll see. Anything else to update you on? Coutinho, also Barcelona are eyeing out replacements now. They've thrown Di Maria in there. They've thrown Verratti in there before. Now they're throwing Coutinho. There could be emerged as the front runners now to get Coutinho as a replacement. They've had a bid being rejected in the past, but I think Liverpool are resisted or not willing to sell the current player, Coutinho, because Liverpool have struggled to get in the pursuit of Naby Keita, and maybe Emre Can could be going also. We know Liverpool have looked at a few targets, but I think they've come to an agreement. If they've holded an £107 million target of Liverpool. But Barcelona will pay that. The amount of funds they're raising for this Neymar deal, they will pay that. So they could get another 2-3 players on the board with that money, for the replacement of Neymar. So I think Coutinho and his agent are basically trying to get the deal to make this deal materialise. I think Liverpool was standing firm, didn't want him to go. But he's a player that's agile, he's quick, he's strong, he's good at breaking up the play. Also, he's creative, he's tenacious. Very, very good player, Coutinho. 13 goals last season, I think. But Liverpool have explained how much of an important figure he is. But if they let him go for £107 million, then they could get another player or two at least on the board with that amount of money. But we'll see. They've also eyed Griezmann as a possibility. Griezmann is probably one of our main priority targets going into January when their transfer ban is officially over, Griezmann's. But could Barcelona possibly get him as a potential replacement for Neymar as well? I really do hope not, because we was on the verge of getting Griezmann until the transfer ban come up. So I hope that does not happen either. And is any more latest news? Also, Liverpool have the French the French press had reported that Liverpool are now in the race for Thomas Lemar. The deals are delayed at the current moment. I think Arsenal are still holding negotiations with Thomas Lemar, because for the entirety of the transfer window, that has been Arsenal's main priority target. Is to get him on the board. Thomas Lemar is a player that's, and as I said, the Vice President said a couple of days ago, they are standing firm with the Mbappe situation, with the Fabinho situation, and with the Thomas Lemar situation. And Liverpool have entered the race to try and get his current signature. I think his personal terms were agreed with Arsenal the other week. Monaco, I think, may will sell him if they can find an alternative replacement for the player. But I think the Vice President have come out saying they're basically not going to get rid of Thomas Lemar. But the journalist had reported basically that the deal had been confirmed and that he will make a move to the Emirates Stadium. This is what this journalist said. I don't know his name, but I don't think he's a very reliable Italian journalist, this journalist. So Arsenal he's tweeted out to a lot of Arsenal fans to notify them about what's going on. I think Thomas Lemar is adamant that he does want to currently make the move. But Arsenal still might get the deal over the line. Could you say it's an alternative replacement for Sanchez? Maybe so, maybe not. I do not know. Arsenal have also got other targets. They've got Jerry from Nice. Not quite sure what's happening with Mahrez. So Arsenal have looked into it a few. They've got 2 signs at the moment. They have got Lacazette. He is hitting form, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. He was fantastic at Lyon and he's leading the lines. He's a very, very powerful striker. So he's going to guarantee them at least 20-25 goals this season. But I think Arsenal admit that they still need to... they need more in their team. They need a lot more in their team. They need more quality in there, as players could be still leaving Arsenal, let alone Sanchez. So they still need more quality in there, do Arsenal. But with that, but Liverpool have prepared a move for Lemar. They're preparing a move for Renato Sanchez. So we'll see. And anything else to update you guys on today? As I said, I was very, very delighted. Now we're on the brink of getting our 4th signing. Now it come to agreement yesterday. We captured Nemanja Matic off Chelsea, and Chelsea looking for an alternative replacement. Got him for £40 million. He's had an interview. Mourinho's had his say. Matic just put his point of view across how he feels coming to the club. It's a club with the best history, one of the best histories, best fan base, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and a fantastic fan base, as I just said. So he's going to experience all that. Is Nemanja Matic. I'm looking forward to seeing how he participates. Nemanja Matic. He's fulfilling that 31 spot. Is Nemanja Matic, centre defensive midfielder. His performances for Serbia have been fantastic. 6'2", also fantastic play, and he wasn't one of my main priority targets, but it's been quoted out. A few things have been said Mourinho's classified him as a Manchester United player. He's a Jose Mourinho player, and they're bonded well at Chelsea. And we have now got that. He's got that reunion now with Nemanja Matic. Nemanja Matic is quoted out, thanking all the support and time that he received at Chelsea, and he's also said, "I'm looking forward to this. I am looking to create even more history with Manchester United." And Mourinho does hope. He's said his desire to join Manchester United is fantastic, and hope that he gets the support he needs, and hope he plays well amongst our other players as well. This is what's being confirmed. So Nemanja Matic is very, very delighted coming to Manchester United. So yeah, guys, basically that's everything to update you today. There's nothing really much more to update on. Drop your comments and likes below on the video. Subscribe to Chazzaboy Davenport and take it easy. And I'll see you all later. Bye.